So apologies for some minor technical difficulties, just working on getting everything back up and running. We'll be back full at Brands Hatch in just short order for the Ivor HyperX GT Sprint Series. Luckily, I haven't missed too much, surprisingly. It's been a very processional line so far. No game-changing battles for the time being, which is obviously some very good news at the moment from Brands Hatch. So far, leading up at this head of the train, it is still Ross McFarlane for the Pure Sims Esports Ivor machine, now with over a second gap from Andreas Thiel's Maniti Racing. Then it is RSRBG Performance. You got Team RSL's 197 just in behind, and it is going to be one Vector by RSR's 171 BMW to round out the top five. And a bit of a scrap at the moment with Impulse Racing's number 63 Lamborghini for the 5th position, but overall there has not been any battles being made up in the top 10. You've had a swap, I believe, for about P24 down the order. Just had another one for P16. Maximilian Fritz, 5 stars Motorsports. Porsche going to go out the inside of Adam Wright in the BSTV Esports number BMW M4 GT3. And it looks like we might have some things back. We certainly got our cameras back, which, Ewan, I have to say, is some very good news given the technical difficulties.
Yes, it certainly is. It looks like as well that, yeah, as you mentioned, things are getting off to a slow start up front at least. And we expected that at Brands Hatch, really, because it's not a circuit easily where you can overtake. But certainly we'll update you on all the order and all the happenings going on, of course, as they go along. We try and get ourselves back up and running properly. But yeah, I'm very much interested to see how Maximilian Fritz does here and the progress that he might be able to make or not make, because after all, that team is in second place in the championship. They can't afford to lose out on points here. Only 37 points behind coming into today, which is a real small margin considering there's 400 on the table still. But you know, they do have to make the progress through after a very bad qualifying, but easier said than done at a circuit like this.
And we could have a potential scrap for second place as well. Maniti Racing's number 8 Audi, I'm noticing, under some heavy pressure at the moment from Oscar Coper, the RSRBG Performance BMW, trying to find a way through. And that Audi is definitely holding up the 68 machine at the moment. It's allowing Pure Sims to just break away a little bit further out in front of this grouping here. So far, nobody's been able to make a whole lot of moves. Everybody's just been tucked in line. I think just trying to maybe hang tight until we reach that halfway point before we can potentially have a solid run. I saw one name dropping down the timer on the left-hand side as well. I think Rusty Spatulas and the Hannah Hakkinen car for the 313 might have had a bit of an issue out of Graham Hill Bend.
Yeah, it looks like it for the moment as everything getting back up and running. It looks like Olympus Esports, one of those who lapped down at the moment and had issues on that opening lap. And 5-Star Motorsport already up into 16th position as things stand. So good start for them. But Ross McFarlane, we saw him have that fantastic launch off of the front of the field at the very start of this race. Now nearly 2 seconds in front of Maniti Racing, who have not been able to hold on to him at all. It's the BMWs who are really coming to the fore here, because Pure Sim's absolutely romping away, and Oscar T. Coper is pressurising the championship leaders right now for second place as things stand. So BMW looking strong early on.
It certainly is, and we'll ride on board with Oscar Coper, the RSR by Perimus machine, trying to close on up to the back end of Andreas Thiel in the Maniti Racing Audi. Just beyond, you can see the Pure Sims BMW just continuing to stretch its legs out in the distance. The gap this time by at the line 1.8 seconds, so clear of the draft, I think it's safe to say, and it could be a bit of a task at the moment for the 116 to close in.
Okay. Lol.
F.